Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody back out here to Summertown. First pitch of the game's fixing to happen, getting started a little late here. Got Huck on the mound. First pitch is a ball up and away to Baldwin. He's a shortstop here playing Eagleville baseball here today at Summertown. Be a fastball in, ripped down the first baseline pretty well. First baseball coach acted like he was expecting it. He didn't get no hurry over there. Huck will be on the mound for Summertown. We got some changes. Huck's going to start this game. I'll have to look around the field and figure out who's out there here in a second, guys.
Here, I'll put on the screen. That's not correct.
No. So, that pitch is going to be drove into left field. That is Graham Howe playing left field here for us here today. Gets by him, against the wall over there. Flip back into second. That's going to be a leadoff double. So, start the game out. So, it looks like in the outfield, we've got Graham Howe in left, Aiden Perez playing center field, Keegan McCafferty in right field. Infield will be Kane Kinnick at third, Ryder Blackwood playing short, Cecil Williams at second base, and John Cobley Stanley is playing first base. Huckable will be on the mound, and we've got Foster Paley behind the plate for us here today. So, no outs here with one on. Huck comes set. Pitch is grounded foul over against the third base dugout. Been attacked by critters over here. Well, what that thing was, I smacked it. Up comes set here. It says S. Robbins, second baseman, squares the bunt, going to get the bunt down. Huck comes and gets, Fields throws over to first. We do get that out. Runner does move to third, though. It's a good bunt.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think we're resting a few guys. Maybe some aches and pains going on. One of the reasons things are changed up. Maybe giving Graham a rest from having to squat back here and catch a game or two. You know, Quint's hip's been
bothering him,
and not 100% sure about Cason's shoulder. You know, he's had missed the first few games.
Paley blocks that up, keeps him front, keeps the runner at third, yeah. And
because that kid don't know how to do it at 75%.
No, Jake Pettis has been sore too.
Yeah,
you know, he messed around and totaled his car trying to get a new truck. Now his arm's been sore. Gonna be a fastball in there swung through, fouled off back behind us. This is B. Burns. I wish I had their first names, but I don't. I'm sorry.
It's on that sheet of paper to your right.
Oh, wait a minute. I do.
Oh, they got a printout over there.
I got a printout of it.
Just the names.
And I just got to find them.
Brady Burns.
Brady Burns. It's the third baseman here today. Going to foul another one off. Right side.
Good breaking pitch down. Couldn't get a.
One ball, two strikes, one out here. Eagleville does have the runner at third. Lead off double. Bunt moved him to third. Huck comes set here. Delivers the 1-2. Swung through for strike three.
That's a good pitch. Down and away. Make him hit your pitches.
Gonna bring up Marshall Spam. Playing left field today. Hitting from the left side of the box. Ball's gonna be hit foul back over third base dugout. Who you got out there, Will?
I think it's ARO.
It's who?
ARO.
Who is ARO?
The officer.
Oh, SRO.
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 Oh, we got AROs at work.
Yeah. So, no balls, one strike, two outs. If we can strand this runner at third, would be huge for us here in this first inning, guys. Pitch caught a ball up just a little outside. Breaking pitch in there, called a strike. Come back and got that outside corner, guys. Not a bad pitch.
Yeah, both those pitches are good pitches.
They was. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'd like to see him go back out there with that fastball. Something away from this left-handed hitter here with 1 ball on him.
Oh,
He does, but misses. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Huck comes set here, delivers, swings through that and foul tips it in the mitt. What do you say, Ab? Catcher just got a little lucky, or is that good? Just a little lucky.
Yeah.
So we're swapping sides here, getting everything swapped up. We'll take a little break. This is Summertown Baseball on X Sports Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right.
All right, we're back. Leading off for Summertown in the regular spots, Casey Blackwood. He's DHing for somebody.
He's DHing for catcher.
DHing for our catcher. Right back at the pitcher. Pitcher bobbles a little bit. He better get on it.
Nope.
He's there. Casey ought to be looking if he'd find that ball. Pitcher kind of slipped a little bit there, but Casey just reached out and got that off the end of the bat, guys. But
it's probably worth mentioning the field yesterday. There was a game going on in middle school when the rain came, so they couldn't cover up the mound and the home plate as quick as you normally would when it rains.
So the middle school messed it up.
So it was
thanks, Will.
Joe Holden.
Joe Holden. It's all Joe Holden's fault. Now, the field actually does not look bad, guys.
Well, you should have seen the puddle at home plate when I got here. They did a good job getting that puddle gone. At first base had one, too.
Ryder Blackwood's going to slide in there. Casey's got a pretty good lead over at first. He's gone. Ryder shows bunt. Pop.
He's been hit twice.
Yeah.
He got hit going to first and going to second.
That's pretty good aim right there.
Yeah.
Drop kicked it on the way in.
He's just making sure they don't get it. So
yeah.
That pitch is called a strike. Looked a little up on Ryder, but I'm elevated, so I'm gonna give that into the blue. Ryder squared the bunt and then pulled back on it. That would have been a tough pitch to bunt. So no balls, 1 strike here. Runner at second base. Ball's going to be away. Starting the same situation that Eagleville started in, guys. We lead off runner standing at second with no outs, and, they didn't get him in. So Summertown needs to do something here to get this runner in for sure. Pitch is delivered. Ryder shows bunt. Breaking pitch, run back in on him. Might get two balls.
Ryder sees that third baseman down there. He's got him right where he wants him if he can butt down that third base
If he can
line.
get it down that way, he's got him where he wants
He's got to stay for Case and stealing.
See, middle school's up 4-0 against Culleoka in their tournament game.
That's called a strike down and in. Not a bad pitch.
5-0.
They're at Culleoka, right?
At Culleoka, up 5-0 after 4.
Two pitch delivered. Going to be way outside.
What was the final here last night?
Yeah, what was
7-0, and they really didn't even finish. As they.
What inning?
It was the 4th.
Yeah.
They were in the bottom of the 4th and up 7-0, and the second lightning delay came. We're like, we're just done.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch delivered. That ball's going to be popped up here. Shortstop looks like he's got a bead on it. He does. Makes that play. Be the first out of the inning. These are runners standing at second. We'll bring up Aiden Perez.
Got a couple big hits for us the other night.
He did. Aiden's going to dig in there.
Back out there again.
Yeah, called strike out there on that outside corner. I'm telling you guys, these umpires like that out there. Jacob Sweeney is on the mound here for Eagleville. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get full names before I say anything. Like he's been hit for. Ball's going to be fouled off. Make it 0-2. It's like he has been hit for Watkins. He's going to hit for the pitcher here. Elijah Watkins will be hitting for the pitcher at Eagleville. That is Sweeney pitching for Eagleville here today. Not a bad-looking arm, guys. Keeping you off balance a little bit. Got a pretty good breaking pitch from what I've seen already. So no balls, 2 strikes here.
Setting up back out there again.
Pitch is going to be in dirt away. I think Cason's a little frustrated. Cason's got a monster secondary out there, guys, because he's so quick. And, in my mind, if that thing hits the dirt, he's got a good chance. But you don't want to make the second out going into third for sure. You're in scoring position. Base hit scores you. Pick back there. He's back easy. Reckon Cason has to wash his own uniform.
They get pretty dirty.
Because if he does, then
he does a good job.
We may not play. He does a good job doing it, and we may not wear these jerseys the rest of the year. Looks of it out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Perez. Pitch is delivered.
That's in there.
Called a ball. Must have been down a little, guys. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, yeah. A little low.
A little
low and a little out.
Well, the little out's there. So catcher's going to set up out there again. Runner's gone. He's there. He's going to score because the ball's going to get by the third baseman. Ball was down and in.
And the throw was wide of the base, and he couldn't get out there and get in front of it.
We'll take it.
This kid's got a good arm back here behind the plate, guys.
Three-two pitch popped up behind second base.
Ball's caught for 2 outs. It's Carson Knowles catching here for Eagleville. He plays a lot of travel ball with Kane, that Brave Scout team with Jed Douglas out of the Nashville area. Well, I don't know where you call them out of. They've got kids from everywhere. He's a good kid. Swings it good. Got a good glove behind the plate and got a good arm. Kane swings through the first pitch, off speed, strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Pitcher comes set. That ball was above his head. He swung at it anyways. Now he's down 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Summertown has plated 1. Be a breaking pitch way off the plate. Sweeney comes set here. Delivers a 1-2 pitch. Ball's fouled straight back.
Got a special interview coming up.
We do.
I've had a lot of questions about this kid, and I'm anxious to finally get some answers about
Oh,
him.
Lord, you may not get no answers about this kid. I don't know that he knows. Sweeney comes set here, delivers. He rolls over, slaps that and foul down third baseline. That was a changeup, all speed. Kind of caught him off balance there a little. So, leaves everything 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. According to the scoreboard, we're in the bottom of the 9th.
That's
Pitch is delivered. It's.
At least where the catcher caught it. Let's see.
We'll take a little break. This is Summertown Baseball on X Sports Network.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to
All right, welcome everybody back here. Summertown leads 1-0 going into the top of the 2nd inning. It'll be called ball.
This is number 13.
Yeah, I ain't even got their numbers. B. Gleason. Be their right fielder.
Gleason.
Yep. Brody Gleason playing right field for him here today. He's going to lead this inning off. 2 balls, no strikes. That's just right down the middle there. So, makes it 2-1. Ball's fouled off into the bat.
Good
That's
little off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it's all speed, and it was out there on that outside corner that you're having to go after.
Ball dogs here.
Hook delivers. That ball's out there again, swung through, fouled off. Must not be nothing else going on. Softball ain't playing today?
Well, no, and the middle school is supposed to practice, but the field's so wet. No, the softball doesn't have another game till Monday. Well, no, they play at Beach this weekend, I think.
That's a little too far out there. That got out there in that other box. Not a bad spot, though. I like it with 2 strikes. Like I said, 3 balls, 2 strikes on him. Brody Gleason, pitch is delivered.
That's in there.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's what he's been calling. So.
Yep, that's it. It's a good spot, and Hook's hitting his spot right there. That's
about 4 of those been called right in that same spot. So
Huck's got a brother playing on the middle school team, so his parents are kind of split today, I think.
Yeah, Dad's in a concession stand.
Yeah, his dad's cooking burgers up there a while ago. Ball's going to be tapped softly. That's going to be trouble. Huck goes and gets it, throws the first. He's there.
Yeah,
yeah, that was a swinging bunt, and it hit.
No man's land.
Especially on this wet ground right here today.
Unless Kane's playing in front of the bag, we got no chance at that play.
So that's going to be an infield hit for Carson Knowles. They got a pinch runners come in for him.
Did they score Cason's as an infield hit with the pitcher slipping like that? Does that factor into that?
I thought.
Well, it does, but I mean, I think they
with
give
the
him
bad
an
throw.
error.
Yeah, getting by the first baseman and all.
So, did we see a number 17? Who's come in to run?
This is
Alex Bryant. Number 17's come in to run for their catcher for Eagleville.
He just dove back and didn't get his uniform dirty.
Didn't get his uniform dirty, did he?
On his toes and his hands.
So, it's going to be Bassam.
And
Colt Bassam, first base pitcher, playing first for him here today. So 1 out, runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes, line drive, gets through right off into Ryder's glove. He's trying to go to third. That's a good throw. Blocked. Kane can't handle it. That's a good shot from Perez. That's all on him right there at third base, guys. That ball's got to be caught and got to be tagged.
Let's see if he got knocked out. No, he just didn't stay in there. Did he catch it on a hop?
He's trying to get that tag over too quick, or short hopped him, or he just misplayed it.
It short hopped him, and he just turned his glove the wrong way. He's got a short hop that ball. Play like a first baseman, make the tag. The kid was out by 10 steps.
Yeah, we had him.
So now you've got runners standing on second and third with 1 out.
They'll probably at least be a little more careful running on the center fielder.
It's going to be Elijah Watkins. He's the DH here today, hitting for Sweeney, the pitching position, up to hit right now. That ball's just going to be
right there. Yeah.
Can't nobody get there. Those at home, he's there easy. I like it. Coach Bassam over here, he's coaching hard. The guy on deck should have been out here letting the runner know what to do, and he wasn't there. So he's on to the on deck guy for not being where he's supposed to be. So
we got a barn burner softball game there at Battle Creek, don't we? Loretta up 12-0.
give me a little help with that name, guys. What do you say?
Severini?
Severini.
No.
Severy.
Oh.
That ball's lined out in the left field. It's going to get down.
Bases loaded now.
Be back to the top of the lineup.
It's going like it did when we played at Eagleville. If you remember, we got out to a 1-0 lead, and then they kind of went on a run.
Well, I mean, this shouldn't be a run. This is just. I mean, it's mistakes. We're just not playing. I mean, I'm not seeing the hustle out of the guys on the field like we need to see. I mean, we've got.
Elijah's been doing well.
Yeah, I mean, Elijah's kind of doing his job, but be a fastball in there for a strike.
Yeah, it looked like Graham, just not being out there all year, was not sure how to play that. Just not seeing him.
Yeah.
And like you've said it, that ball right at you is the hardest to play.
Yeah, it is.
He's kind of in between there.
Breaking pitch going to be fouled off down towards our concession stand.
Kind of looks like the hangover game you see in the pros the day after they clinch the division. You know how they always rest players and stuff.
Never really fully
come out a little flat.
They just had a couple balls landing a couple spots we couldn't get to, and a couple hard hit balls on top of that.
It's Maddox Baldwin.
Is it Bolden?
Bolden or Baldwin?
I'm just going to go with Bolden.
Okay, Bolden. Line drive through the right side. That's going to score at least one. Keegan McCafferty comes through. Bobbles is going to end up scoring two. Plates two more runs there. Makes it 3-1 here in the top of the second.
I don't know if I saw that right. It looked like he just rolled over an outside pitch and just pulled it right.
He did. Looks like he just rolled his hands over and just pulled it
right through the hole.
Yep. Hit it well. Little line drive. Number 10, Robbins. Spencer. God almighty.
They're calling him safe?
The field umpire calls him safe, but I think he needs to check it down here. But that should have never happened. I think if he'll check with the home plate umpire, I think he's going to see that Kane beat him there with his glove.
Well, here's the replay, slow motion. It's a little blurry.
Take a little break as these umpires are discussing this. Summertown Baseball on Exports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 19.
All right, the guy is safe at third. Loads the bases back up here with one out. Starting to feel a little sorry for Huck.
Yeah.
A couple of errors, a couple of just soft hit balls in no man's land. Here we are.
Huck delivers. Down and away. Ball one. Ball hits him.
Everything that can go wrong will.
Well, I mean, when it starts in the inning and you make a couple of errors, it just keeps just keeps feeding. That's for sure. Be Spann. Marshall Spann steps up. Playing left field for him here today. Ball fouled back into the net. Little Smith's going to come get it. The situation that we do have somebody in the bullpen going to warm up down there, but
looks like Knox.
Knox down there. That ball's hammered out towards left field. It's going to be foul ball, or out towards right field. I'm sorry. It's going to be in foul territory down there. But it was hit well. That's where you start hating it for Huck. I mean, you know, don't know that Huck's done anything this inning that is that bad. But he's not getting the results he needs. Teammates not playing behind him, making the plays. Swings through that one for strike 3. That's a good pitch, guys. He put a little velo on that and then left it up. Let him go after it.
Really need to get out of this inning.
Yeah, we got to get out of here now. Stop it.
Be number 13, Brody.
They don't want it to be a
Come back, get some
laugher going into the bottom of the second.
Be Brody Gleason coming in, right fielder, hitting in the 5-hole. That ball is hammered out towards left field. It may have a chance. It does.
Yeah.
That's going to be a grand slam. Makes it 8-1. Brent's going to come out and talk to him. We'll take a little break as he's doing that. This is Summertown Baseball on Exports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website.
Going to stay with Huck here. Do have the 2 outs. See if we can't make a play for him right here, guys, and get out of this. There's one. Good pitch, Huck. You keep doing your job, buddy. Ball's going to be lined back up the middle for a base hit. Perez comes in, blocks it up out in center field, and keeps him at 1.
Big kid stepping in here.
Yeah. That's Colton Bassham. Kid can swing it too. Got the 2 outs. Ooh, must have been down a little.
Yeah.
Good spot though, Huck. I like that spot. Stay out there with him. Huck comes set here with the runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch is popped up here on the infield. Kane Kennick's calling it from third base. He makes that play. Going to get us off the field, but not before we give up 8 runs in the top of the second. So we'll take a little break as they're swapping sides and see if we can't put a few on the scoreboard. This is Summertown Baseball on Exports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us.
All right, that's me.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Keith McCafferty here. We need someone here to lighten the mood a little bit.
Color commentary.
Yeah. So one thing we're trying to do here before the end of the season is bring the seniors, a parent from each senior up here to talk to us, so we can kind of celebrate their kids a little bit on their way out. And I've been looking forward to this one because I tell you, I got a lot of questions about this kid. So yeah, Keith McCafferty's up here with us, and again, for the people who are watching this that are like, oh, just talk about the game, just for a few. And of course, the game's out of hand now anyway. So why don't we just celebrate one of our seniors while we can? So I got some pictures here. Let's put these. This one up here on the screen here. Like that's Keegan right there, isn't it? I mean, that's.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah, he turned Keith up a little bit there. And I'm gonna look. And Timmy, like I say, if something happens in the game, just go ahead and interrupt us as we go here. Well, so Keith, you're Air Force vet, am I right?
Air Force the first time, and Army National Guard the second.
Army National Guard. Well, thank you for that. As Graham hits that one up the middle.
When I got out of the Air Force, I joined the Army National Guard with a lot of Timmy's kinfolks, his dads, his uncles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, got to know real well.
You couldn't join the National Guard in this area without one of them being there. For sure.
I'm turning him up a little bit more. And I know Keith has a solid education because he went to the old public school in Lawrenceburg, and his third grade teacher was my late grandmother, Ellen Pettis.
I meant to go by the house and pick up a picture. I don't know if you
that'd be great.
Seen that or not, but I'll try to get it before the ball season's over with. She's my third grade school teacher.
And when I say old public school, I mean the
old
one that's the old apartments now.
Right.
Are you calling him old, Will? Is that what you're trying to do? Just let everybody know just how old he is, or?
I am old.
Yeah. And Joe was telling me that Keith is still lower than us. But
testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better?
Yeah, I think just make sure it's close to your runner goes and
gets by out there.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad shot from Knowles back here behind the plate though, guys.
Real good shot.
But yeah, I don't know where to get started with Keegan. Like if I'm at dinner with Jake, and somehow Keegan's name comes up in a conversation, Jake just starts laughing. It don't matter if we say, hey, Keegan's pitching tomorrow. He'll start laughing because just hearing Keegan's name for whatever reason makes him laugh. I think that's just kind of the effect that he has on people.
He is, he's a lot, I guess. I don't know how to explain.
Where does
you don't want to describe your son?
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Probably me.
There's neither one of them going to own up to it.
I'd say me more than his mother.
Yeah.
My humor's a little bit more sneaky.
Yeah.
It slides in when you least expect it. But, Keegan, out there in the outfield, y'all set up a few times out there. I don't know if you hear him, but he's always talking.
Yeah.
And I call it encouraging his teammates. He'll be hollering at Jake out there, Kaysen, Q.
Yeah.
The second baseman, just encourage him. He one game this year, I won't tell who we were playing, but he was out in right field, and the pitcher kept on turning, trying to pick off the guy at first base. And Keegan just yelled, "Hey, don't waste your arm." The kid's just a few feet off the bag.
Yeah.
He's not going to get any further. And well, the kid's mother was out there in right field at the fence, and she took offense to what Keegan was saying. Keegan was just cutting up the whole time, but apparently she took it the wrong way.
Oh boy!
So
everybody's very sensitive these days.
Yeah, they are sensitive.
Well, is Keegan like that at home though? Does he kind of make y'all giggle at home too? Or
Yes. Yes, he is. He's always got something going on.
Yeah.
Cutting up, fooling around.
Well, even now maybe not in a game like this where everything's going wrong, but like, someone makes an error that kind of makes people want to kick over a garbage can, whatever. But Keegan makes one, and again, I mentioned it to Jake afterward. He'll just start laughing like he thinks it's funny because just because of how Keegan is.
There's no telling what he said out there in the outfield when he made the error either.
Yeah, I don't think, and Keegan don't take it funny, but he that is his defense mechanism.
Yes.
I would say he, because I've watched him pitch over the years and all these years, and well, you've seen it too, but I've seen Keegan hit guys in the ear hole.
Right.
And smile at them. And that's just the way he is. He's not laughing at them. He's not trying to be ugly. But that's the way Keegan works. That's just the way his body and he's sorry that he hit him in the head, but the way he works is I smile.
Right.
That's just he just takes everything so light.
That's what I like when he gets up to pitch or gets up to bat. If you'll see it a lot of times, he's smiling the whole time that he's batting.
Yeah.
And it's
I have
almost
noticed that.
It's a challenge. To me, he's challenging the pitcher.
Oh. Okay.
It's a lot, even when he's pitching, it's a mind game. He's trying to figure out how to strike them out or how to get them to hit the ball where he wants it to go.
Well, once we get between innings, I'll show some more pictures of him. But tell us about his earliest days. Did you have to kick him off the couch to go play baseball, or was he excited to go do it? Or?
He was excited to go do it.
Really?
His brother is about 7 years older than him, and he was playing ball the whole time Keegan was, coming up. Would go to the ball field. He was into it. He wanted to play ball. He wanted to throw the ball. And, of course, his older brother didn't care much for sports, but he did. And he was really mad that we didn't start him at 4 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we didn't start him till he was 5 years old. But he was really mad about that. And
speaking of the man, here he comes.
Yep.
With 2 outs and 2 on here, Keegan's going to step in.
That's looked inside to me.
Umpire calls it a strike.
That's what Keegan's watching. He was catcher for several years.
Well,
so
that's going to be the pictures that I've got here. Some of them are him catching. I was going to ask about that.
So a lot of times you'll see him in a lot of 3-2 counts. He's going to make the pitcher pitch to him.
Yeah. Well, so if we need a third backup catcher, is Keegan our guy?
If you can talk him into it. I thought he was a good catcher. He quit playing catcher many years ago.
Yeah.
He said every time a coach found out he could catch, he wouldn't let him pitch, and he said, "I'm a pitcher, not a catcher."
Well, he's absolutely that. So when he got old enough to play player pitch, did you have to push him to do that, or was it no, I want to pitch?
When he started at 5 years old, I can't remember. It might have been Tanner Bryan, I think, was his coach. Then put him. Remember, they had the circle.
Yeah.
So they put him out there at pitcher, and from then on, he wanted to be a pitcher.
He thought he was a pitcher.
he wanted to be a pitcher, and I didn't play baseball growing up. I did play 3 years of football, but I didn't play baseball. Didn't know nothing about it.
Keegan hits that ball out in the right field. Right fielder's floating back, makes the play.
All right, so that takes us to the third. Yeah, we'll just stay here, Timmy.
But I couldn't show him the proper way to throw because, he wanted to pitch. On the mound, we had a mound at the house that I'd fixed up for him.
Oh, okay.
But we was going to church with Thomas and Alex Huddleston.
Okay, yeah. And Huddleston played.
Yep.
And
Thomas was a pitcher.
Yeah.
Alex was a catcher. And I asked Thomas to work with him on pitching, just to get the fundamentals down. Not, I knew he was too young, but I just wanted him to get the right fundamentals at a young age.
Yeah.
So you didn't have later on you wouldn't have to fix his mechanics.
Right.
So Thomas worked with him for quite a few years there.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a picture of him catching right there.
Yep, that's him pitching.
That's in the pitcher circle.
That's the pitcher circle.
Oh, okay.
He had to wear that
I see.
chest protector in case he got hit.
I was gonna. This is his mama playing basketball.
Yeah.
I had to throw that in there.
That's his mother playing basketball.
He's second generation Summertown athlete.
Yes,
and,
he is.
And she's playing actually against Loretta there, and Kelly Davis Weathers is on the other team. So this is around 87 or so.
Right.
Well, you got to tell everybody their age.
Actually, his grandmother, Pat, played basketball too, I believe.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we come from a long line, Coolidge Haddock.
Coolidge Haddock was the scorekeeper.
Well, that was his great-grandmother's brother, I believe it is.
Okay. Wow.
So Ricky Haddock.
Yeah, his dad.
Is Ricky Haddock's kin to Keegan.
So there was
his mother.
Shh, don't tell everybody that. Come on. Man.
So Rick Haddock Field, yeah.
Yep, Rick Haddock Field.
Well, here's one with Timmy in it.
Yep, that's the 6-year-old team when they went to the state and won the state tournament.
Oh, okay. So they tried to tackle Timmy there or get him drenched or something there.
I think that's when we won, wasn't it?
Yes, that was right after we won the state tournament over our 6-year-olds.
Right.
That's something cool about that team, that group of 6-year-olds. I've been up here watching these other 6-year-olds play, and my grandsons and stuff's playing, and all I can think about is that group of 6-year-olds that played that year on that team. And look, we was stacked. I mean, that was a good team.
That was a good team.
The first play, in the state tournament, we go over and our infield ball is going to be hitting foul territory down the third baseline. Kane Kennett comes over and
good hustle,
misses it. But we turn a double play
in
that game, and the umpire misses the out at first. And he's kind of like, hey, I wasn't expecting that. But, that whole group, you go back and look at them, and I wish they was all still playing.
Right. That was, like I said, a stacked team, real good group of
young men.
In one of them games, Keegan is playing right field, and the ball was hit. I think the ball passed is what it was, went past the second baseman, went out third. And Keegan threw the kid out at first.
Yeah.
But the umpire wasn't paying attention because he didn't think.
They didn't expect that. And that's what I was saying. We done some plays like that. That group of boys, that ball's going to be grounded over to second base, fielded, throw it over to first, be the first out of the inning. Good job there by Huck.
That was a great group of kids.
It was very good. But, you look around and, we've got 2 of them here.
2 of them left.
And Keegan and Kane is the only 2 that is left here.
That's and that was a good group. I remember I saw somebody shared a picture of them, like a newspaper article of all of them, and it was a pretty big group. I remember a lot of them played middle school.
Now, there's 3 of them because Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett's still here. That's right.
Yep.
I'm thinking playing. Right. Yeah, that's right. Bennett is still here.
It's Vernon Bennett that shared it on Facebook.
Yeah, it was. It was Vernon Bennett that shared it. It was. That ball was going to be called a strike on that outside corner. But that group of kids was, they was stacked. It was a great group of kids. But, and the kids are still here. You got Kurt Bartleson was our first baseman that year, that you couldn't throw nothing by.
Right.
Cole Campbell played second base. He went to golf. Kurt stayed with basketball. So, we've got guys that's still here at Summertown, graduating Summertown High School. They just don't play baseball anymore.
Always makes you wonder what if.
Yeah.
Yep. But,
ball's going to be grounded over to third base.
They excelled in their other sport. Cole Campbell, for instance.
Yeah, he did.
He was a great second baseman.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
And I imagine
as a golfer,
yeah,
that kid's amazing.
I imagine he used his time wisely when it was the spring season. He wasn't playing baseball. He was out there working on his craft in golf. So, yeah, he was probably right where he needed to be.
Yeah, his grandpa Campbell had him out there on the golf course. I guarantee you, as soon as he could go to club.
Yeah. When Keegan was an 8th grader playing middle school, that was really the first year I'd kind of paid attention to everybody. It was the year before we started doing the live streaming.
Right.
But so back then my contribution was I wrote articles. I would kind of keep up with some stats as it went. And I went and looked up one from Keegan's 8th grade year. It was a game at Spring Hill. And whenever I get a chance here, I'll put it up here on the screen.
Yeah, I think 8th grade's when, of course, Keegan's had a lot of coaches throughout the years that helped him, especially pitching coaches. He went to Atlas for a while where Bernard Thomas worked with him, and then Quentin Corral that's where he met Quentin at, and Quentin has been his pitching coach, I think, probably since 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
And Quentin, is alumni of Summertown, and he went to, I think it's Martin Methodist then before it became UT Southern, and he pitched for them.
So here's an article that I wrote, and I looked at it. He went a complete 7 innings against Spring Hill with 62 pitches.
Yep.
And we've seen a lot of that from him since then. Struggled a little bit at Lewis County, but all the district games prior to that, he had pitched the complete game this season. And so, again, just pulling that up, that's 62 pitches in middle school. He's just kind of always been fairly efficient.
Ground ball over to second base, fielded, throw it over to first. Should have been the third out of the inning.
I think I figured it up. He's like 13 pitches per inning. If you go, if you look at how many innings he pitched and how many pitches he's had.
So where does he get the like he is extremely works extremely fast to the point where it frustrates me because I can't show any replays because he's always ready to throw the next pitch.
When he gets on that mound, out there in right field, he takes it serious. Don't get me wrong, but he's cutting up, he's hollering, hollering, at the other players, encouraging. But when he gets on that mound, that's his domain, and he's got a focus that's unreal.
Ball's going to be lined in the left field. It's another run.
Yeah.
So you make an error, the error scores, guys. So
yeah, they've had 3 or 4 score that shouldn't have been on base. This brings up Burns now. It's the plate.
He's hitting in the 3-hole today. It's Brady Burns. So he steps in.
So what was it like for y'all his freshman year? So I got to be honest, I enjoyed watching Keegan in the 8th grade, but I did not expect that the following season, his freshman year in high school, when you had Gavin Burleson still here, that Keegan was going to be brought in out of the bullpen in clutch district games.
Right.
When the starter came out. I was like, wow, what was that? Was that a little nerve-wracking as parents when, your little 14, 15-year-old was out there in clutch moments in the high school game?
It is. He's got to focus out there, like I was saying earlier, and that pressure don't seem to bother him. Now, I don't know where he got that from.
Well, it's probably cause
he likes it. He absolutely, I think.
This is where he got his courage from. He had a military dad. So pull that. I've been Facebook stalking his Keith.
Ain't no problem.
Ball's grounded over to shortstop, fielded by Ryder Blackwood, throwed over to first. We do get that and get south innings, but not before we give up another run, make it 9-1.
Yeah, we'll stay here a little bit longer. But yeah, he has, I guess, your calmness and no fear for your military days, and his mom's athleticism from playing basketball, and I guess that's.
Well, she was three sport athlete. She played. She was volleyball.
She played volleyball too.
Basketball and tennis.
So again, I don't mean to sound insulting. I didn't know we had volleyball in the '80s.
Yes.
Here.
Coach Keaton.
Yeah. Coach Keaton has started it by the '80s. Okay.
Yep.
Well, so they were playing longer ago than I realized.
And I think his sister was helping them.
Well, so what is the what do you think the next steps are? What does he want to be doing this time next year?
Well, we've talked about that a lot. If he gets a baseball scholarship somewhere, he'll go.
Yeah.
If not, his plan's to go to work for the railroad.
For the railroad, okay.
It's always
so
been.
So he's got him a connection there. Or?
Yes, he does. Got a few connections. I've always told both of my kids, before you go to work, you're either going to college or tech school, one of the two. Whichever one's for you. My oldest son chose college, and Keegan always leaned towards tech school. He takes the welding class up here and is taking it.
Okay, you liking that?
Ever since they offered it to him, I think it's 6th grade when they got to come up.
Yeah,
and,
orientation.
Orientation tour the school. He seen the welding program. He said, Daddy, I think I want to do that. I'm like, okay. I've got 2 welders out there in the garage. Go at it.
Oh.
So
okay. Well,
he started tinkering around.
Well, there's always going to be a demand for that. So if I tell anybody that's going into nursing or something, it's like, well, there's always going to be a demand for that. People that do what I do, the demand's off and on. But there's always going to be a need for people that welding and stuff.
But he's a good welder, so, you know, he wants to go directly to work for the railroad. So whichever one happens first, or, you know, if he gets a scholarship to go play somewhere, I'd like to see him continue. But
well,
if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't, I guess.
Yeah.
That's been kind of his stance on it, whatever comes my way.
Are you emotionally prepared for graduation?
Well, you was talking about, you know, him as a ninth grader being on the,
Yeah.
you know, being on the ring out there pitching.
Yeah.
Still today, you know,
Yeah.
I chew the fool out of these sunflower seeds. You know, it's nerve wracking, but you know, it don't bother him. But I just another stage in life.
Yeah.
There's many stages in life that you go through, and there's one ends, another begins.
Well, is he like Jake, where he might miss some of the friends, but he's not going to miss school, like class?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's how Jake is.
Yeah, he which I didn't particularly like school. Even in high school, you know, my plans was always to go to the military. So
and you were in Lawrence County High School, right?
Yes, sir. Class of '87.
Class of '87. Okay.
But,
well, you're a year ahead of my wife. Then you're older than Adam Kinnick here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Adam, I thought you were the oldest out here, man.
No, we decided that's Merlin.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Merlin's got all of you beat.
Yeah.
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 Well, who do you think, Adam, we're going to get to chase down the home run balls next year when Keith's not here?
Well, whether they're chased down or not, I just hope they're hit.
Well, that's a good point.
I'm just looking for them to be hit. We'll worry about getting them later, I guess.
You've chased down a few this year, hadn't you? And how much fun was it chasing down your own kid's home run ball?
Well, that was absolutely amazing.
Was it?
You know, he's never been much of a power hitter. And this summer,
post 19.
He played post 19, and he hit his first ever home run. And well, I was jumping up and down, hooping and hollering.
I can imagine.
Probably. Well, I'm surprised you didn't have it on the film here when he hit it.
I should have. I didn't have the one that he hit with post 19, but yeah, I should have.
But it was exciting. You know, he's finally getting the groove back. Always, when we played Dixie Youth out there, he would hit him to the fence. He just never could get him over the fence.
Yeah. So yeah, that had to be fun. Or did someone run down the home run ball for you?
No, I
you were out
got
there.
the first one. His mother got the second one.
Okay, well, how sweet. That's awesome. And yeah, and I didn't know he had it in him either. You know, because I don't recall any time where he had gotten close in a game. Mm-hmm. You know, when he gets the base hits, usually it's a line drive in the outfield or something,
right?
Or bunt single or something, and then boom, just one day he just destroyed one.
Yep.
And so then I thought, well, was it a fluke? Well, no, he did it again.
Yeah, I think he's still got 2 or 3 left in him.
Well, that'd be great. And again, you know, just like people giggle just at the thought of Keegan, him hitting a home run. I'd never seen the dugout that excited when he did that.
It's kind of like he broke the ice for the year too. Yeah. You know, nobody hit one yet, and it's like they were waiting.
Yeah, and of course, that was the Spring Hill game where he hit one as a 3-run homer.
Right.
What was the other game?
He had a solo.
It was Brooks.
Yes.
Probably a wise move that he didn't go there.
Yeah, that was.
All right, so 2-1 counts. Runners at second and third with nobody out. I mean, obviously, Summertown needs to put these runs in, and then some. Got to be smart here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get 4 or 5, close this gap a little at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
It's about the 3rd or 4th inning usually when they get to rolling.
So I understand that there's some is it grandparents of Keegan's that get to watch these games remotely?
Yes, which I wanted to bring that up too. I'd like to thank everybody that's worked on the Exports Network. Michelle's, his mom's mom and dad, Pat and Glenn, hello. They're watching. They watch every game.
Oh, okay.
Exports Network's helped out a lot of grandparents that can't necessarily get out anymore to watch the games.
Right.
Of course, Exports wasn't around when my dad was alive, but it was when my mother was alive.
Oh,
She
okay.
absolutely loved what y'all do. She'd watch Keegan's games, and she was a retired librarian from Leoma Elementary
Is
School.
that right? Okay.
So she had kids that went to Loretta and Lawrence County High.
Oh, okay.
So she got to work. She was watching basketball, baseball,
All the kids should
softball, every
So-
bit
got
of
to
it.
know in the
So
library
like, so
over
you're
there.
talking about like Keegan's freshman year was our
Yeah.
first year to do that. Was she watching then?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, that's great. That's why we do it. You know, my parents watch every game. They're probably watching now.
Oh, yes.
Hard hit, third baseline. He does catch it.
come on,
He's got him
come
in a
on,
run
Rider
down.
in a rundown.
They do get him. So that is just the first out, but it does cost you a run there.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's probably the right move. Let's see here. We got.
It seems like every year, or this season, about the third or fourth innings when they get to, I guess,
Yeah.
they're swinging down pat.
Yeah, second or third time through the lineup here.
Graham's come on strong.
He has.
He's
Big,
hit a lot of. He's hit home run too.
Yeah, the day of the Spring Hill Lawrence County doubleheader, he had like 6 hits combining those two. He's probably another one Keegan grew up playing with some.
Yes.
He was great behind him.
Mm-hmm. You know, Graham comes straight from basketball, to baseball. But,
Yeah. Well,
he's come on strong.
What happened to Keegan in football? I mean, I saw the pictures of him playing. That's right.
Another hit by
in the
Graham.
gap. Just as we were bragging
There
on
we
him.
go. There we go.
The base is loaded now.
He started playing, I think, 8 years old, 9 years old. And, I played at E.O. Kaufman. And my freshman year was last year I played football. Funny story about that.
Did you play for Winfrey?
Nope.
Oh.
Guess who one of my coaches was? Of course, Mickey Dunn was the head coach for the freshman team. But can't believe I just forgot his name. His son's baseball coach at – who'd we just play?
Well, we just played at Lewis County.
No, the one before it. One from Loretta. He went.
Oh,
the field's named after him.
The Toner, Butch Toner.
No, it's a field.
Oh,
field in Loretta. Ain't that the? I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
What's the new school?
One at Battle Creek.
Battle Creek.
Oh, Lamb.
Yeah.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Gary Lamb.
Gary Lamb was
my
okay.
football coach at Lawrence County High School when I was a freshman.
Okay. Well, he was my freshman geography teacher. Yeah, and then the year after transferred to Summertown, he went to Loretta and was there till he retired.
But
bases loaded for John Colby here with one away.
Come on, put it down. Put the ball in play. Good eye. But Keegan, he started playing, and of course, like I said, I played 7th, 8th, and 9th grade year, so I helped coach a little bit. I wasn't head coach, but I helped him. And first year playing, we was playing over in Waynesboro. I think it's second to last game, and they had a big old running back. He come through the line. Keegan was playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Laid him out.
Oh.
He got a concussion, but he come back the next year and played one more year. After that, I was hoping he'd stick with it.
Yeah.
But he decided he didn't want to play football anymore. So.
Well, he would have been a good fit. Even he would have just been a great personality to have on the team with this past year with Clint there.
He could throw the ball well, and of course, he played running back. And receiver, wide receiver.
I know the answer to this, but how has Keegan enjoyed having Quint around the senior year?
Oh, man, them two, get them together. When they were at the Exports Network, when they hosted him, Kane, and Q.
When he went to the talk show.
Yeah.
The water gun battles. Yeah.
AJ was smart when he put Kane in between them two, because it would have been some Exports highlights, them two. Because they both got kind of the same personality.
That should get a run in.
Dig, go. You good.
Yeah. The third baseman,
yes.
the shortstop, whoever it was, deflected it ever so slightly. and that helps the runner advance there. So that gets Summertown to within 6, puts another out on the board. Runners at second and third. But, yeah, Quint and Keegan both just are great personalities that we're really going to miss. You know, it's almost like, you can't replace that kind of that humor, that spirit that they bring.
Right. Them three together, the three seniors, have been. I've just sat back and watched them. They fell good into the role of leadership.
Absolutely.
I think all three of them picked up at different times when the team needed picked up.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, and this team really needed that this year for sure.
Yes. At different times, each one of them.
Yeah, if you look back on,
up.
Because Keegan's freshman, sophomore years, they're kind of it was a long time ago, and those were not the best seasons for Summertown baseball. There was just this huge drought of male athletes that the junior and senior years that when Keegan was a freshman.
Right.
So like Weston Pigg's class, for instance, there just wasn't a lot. So those were some rough years. But what's a favorite memory of yours from high school baseball?
I guess so far, it ain't over with yet.
No, right. I hope there's more. Yeah.
Yes, I believe this team has potential to, go to the state tournament and win it. When they're on their own.
Yeah.
But, my favorite memory so far is when they made it to the region. Keegan was pitching down in Loretta, and I think it was
this is about last year.
Last year, and it was district game, and put him into the region tournament. And he pitched a real good game.
You talking about the region that was hosted at Loretta? So that was we played Forest and Cannon County.
Yep.
I remember.
And he was pitching. He pitched the whole game. Finished
Was
it
it
out.
was it the Forest game or the Cannon County game?
Which one was the last one?
The last one was Cannon County, I do believe. Yeah. This is number 21 coming in. That's pitching for them. And do I have a 21? Adam, you got that sheet next to you.
I do.
Who's 21?
Well, they don't have, unless they got numbers by the names.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But it's. I don't know that that's.
I think it is.
You think it is?
Yeah.
That looks like it might be. Well, I'm not sure it is. And we'll let you give a run.
Oh,
at that.
I saw that name earlier.
Yeah.
I was hoping he wouldn't make it into the game. His name's Drake.
What do you think it says?
You got
Keith?
the Lawrenceburg education, Keith. You tell us how to pronounce that name.
Rima's. It ends
Resman Uwinski.
It ends in ski.
I'm going to say let's say the R is silence. Is Ziminuski.
Math was my favorite subject. Math and
when you look at words like that, it was mine too.
Vocational school. English was not my strong subject.
I'm going for Ziminuski if the R is silent. That's my guess. So he's pitching now. And get that in there now. I'll tell you, too, that I remember from Keegan, though, as far as memories.
Looked like Q's going to get in that bat here. Sorry, Will.
Oh, Q's coming in. Good pitch interference coming up here, batting in the 8 hole. So let's get that in there.
Okay.
But what I was telling you, my favorite memory is after we won that game, that put us in the region.
Yeah.
And Keegan walked off the field after they, the teams exchanged high fives. Jason went out there and gave him a hug.
Oh, right. Okay.
And that was, I don't know, as
yeah. Well, and
of course, that's the first time they made it in the region.
It's the first time. Well, we hadn't even made it out. Yeah, we had not made it out of the district to his freshman and sophomore years.
And I think he pitched 2 good games last year that kept us in the district and then put us in the region.
He's been a starter for the most part since his junior year began.
Yes.
But last year at Lewis County, and remember we went into extra innings at a 0-0.
Ooh, yes.
And he came in out of the bullpen then, and
he closed it out.
Our starter was electric, but he came out of the bullpen, and I'm sure they were thinking, oh, well, good, finally another pitcher. And he came out electric and was just determined. Summertown had taken a lead finally,
Right.
and a 1-0 lead in like the 9th, and Keegan came in and shut the door in the bottom of the 9th.
Yes.
And so that's one of my favorite memories because that was such a big district win. And then the game at Loretta this year, he was just on a, through it.
He was in the zone.
He was in the zone, and that was clearly a big win. Right. Without that win, we're not hosting the district.
Right.
And so that's those are that's two that stick out for me. Outside of the home runs.
Talking about the Lewis County game last year, where Grayson and McDonald, I believe it was.
They've always squared off.
I mean, it was 0-0.
Look at
Attaboy Q, that's going to get us a couple.
Oh, another run down.
Go, Graham, get back.
I just that was really bizarre. Yeah, I don't.
That's all right.
Not sure what's going on there. All right.
You can't have anything like that, the way we were hitting the ball with base runners and get two guys in a rundown between home and third. You can't have that happen.
Yeah. So the scoreboard says 9-4, but isn't it 9-5?
I don't think so. I think
so just one run.
Yeah,
okay.
just one on that one.
9-4.
He was coming from second. So that would have been the 5th run.
Yeah, and we got a new pitcher here.
And Knox is in.
A lot closer.
Yeah, me.
But just talking about that Lewis County game, back Grayson and McDonald was going at it 0-0 the whole game. And like you said, finally we scored, and Keegan went in. I think me and his mother both was up there about to throw up.
Yeah.
Because
because you finally get that run on the board, and you just need to hold on now.
Right. And it was
that was a huge district win.
Yeah, after it was all over with, this is definitely an adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Joe got here just in time to see Knox pitch. Well, Keith, thank you so much for coming up here. And
Kicking me out already?
Well,
no,
we needed that break from the game, and so that couldn't have come at a better time. But just know that we appreciate your family running down all the home run balls, and you've been encouraging to Jake and the others. And so you'll be missed. I hope you'll come around next year.
Oh, I will.
And see us. And, just for old time's sake, if anybody hits a home run, go chase it down. Just for old time's sake.
Hey, I appreciate what y'all have done with that Sports Network.
Well, it's neat. All 4 years of Keegan's career have been the 4 years we've been here. Like this year's class is the first one that had all 4 years, and Keegan's one of the few that actually played all 4 years. Like he was on the field, actively playing all 4 years. So I'm glad we could do that.
And we got a bunch of young players coming up. It's going to be good.
Yeah. And then speaking of, the middle school won today. I think 6-0 was the final. 7-0 was the final, and so they're moving on, which is exciting. But thank you again.
Hey, thank y'all
for joining us.
Appreciate it. Anytime you need a
thank you, Mr. McCafferty.
Color commentary.
Oh yeah, we should have had him on here a long time ago. First pitch. Up to Keegan. There we go.
Paper.
That piece of paper down there, I can't.
All right, number 13 now coming up.
Brody Gleason hitting in the 5 hole. Playing right field.
One pitch, one out.
Big lefty's come in the game here. Mr. Knock Cowton. Just about the time his dad showed up. Huh.
Painted the outside corner of that.
His second appearance this week. He shakes off a pitch.
Ball's going to be popped up back out towards Keegan. If it stays in play, he should make that play. He goes over the fence.
Almost.
Didn't come back with it.
I thought he had it.
I did too.
I wish his dad had been in here for that.
He took his glove off. It may have hurt that arm a little bit, but
it's his left arm.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that arm, Keegan. We do not need that arm, son. If you can put a glove on it, we don't need it. Just don't.
We can
but
roll
hey,
it.
Look, that's a good effort though.
It was a great effort.
He had some hops.
He did. So no balls, 2 strikes here. Cowton comes set and delivers. There it is.
That was nice.
That's what I like, look, guys. And an umpire that's giving you that outside corner, right? And you can put a left-handed pitcher in there. He can start that ball like at 8 inches outside and bring it back to that plate, and you're not swinging at it. And it's
if he's giving it off the plate like that, he can start out there a foot and bring it back to where he's,
So,
but yeah, that's tough.
It's going to be Carson Knowles, the catcher, coming up. Ball is popped up here. So 3 up, 3 down. I think.
lefty.
I think for the first time, Knox Cowden goes out and gets 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah.
I got 4 pitches. Was that the 5th pitch?
Yeah.
That was the 5th pitch.
He threw 5 pitches and got 3 outs. That's what I like to see right there, Knox. Good job, babe. Where we at, guys?
We are at Keegan. Q was in the 8th hole, and so Keegan's should be leading off.
Yeah, Q hit for Elijah last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got Keegan McCafferty in the 9 hole, then back to the top of the lineup.
We haven't played commercials in a while, so we'll be right back.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right. Since
All right, we're back. The pitcher that come in for Eagleville last inning.
We found out his name.
Drake Remeninsky.
Yeah, Ninsky.
His dad come over. Well, may not have
we
been
probably still got
somebody. I know he's
from Eagleville came
over.
Yeah,
he said his mama said come over here and tell them because they'll never get it right. And
we didn't.
But it is Drake Remeninsky.
I thought the R was silent or something. The R followed by a Z, but I'm
we butchered
totally wrong. Summertown education.
Keegan swings through that one. Needed a 6-inch longer bat to reach it.
We should have had a Keegan bobblehead night. That would have brought a lot of people.
Cafferty swings through that off-speed pitch for strike 2. Having it bat right here, McCafferty. I thought he was about to ring him up.
Well,
that's just a little too much out there, guys. It was
out there.
Yeah, that one's out over.
A little low.
Yeah, that one's out over the chalk. So pitcher comes set here, delivers. Keegan swings through that one.
I think someone suggested a bunt.
No, his dad said just punch the ball, do something. We need you on base. That was
Kaysen.
Keith McCafferty.
Just get a bat on it.
Back to the top of the lineup here. Kaysen Blackwood stepping back in.
DH.
Ball down.
We didn't get to talk about it earlier, but what about Q coming in as a pinch hit appearance and base loaded?
Well, I'm disappointed. Disappointed in Q. He lied to me.
What'd he say?
I'm going to let everybody know that he did.
He's going to hit a slam.
He told me that he was going to be a ball in, make it 2-0. Told me he was pinch hitting tonight. He was getting one at bat. He needed one pitch, and he's hitting one home run. And that's what he told me before the game started.
So he let us down.
He let us down. He took 2 pitches. He took 2 pitches and
only got an RBI.
Only got an RBI.
You just can't take him at his word, can you?
No. Yeah, man's lied to me. I'm upset. I don't know that me and Q can be friends anymore.
Oh, well. Maybe you can work together.
3-0. Ball's going to be up and in on Kaysen.
That's a good person to have on base.
Absolutely. Here we're one out. Going to bring up Ryder Blackwood. If he can keep his bat hot, keep the lineup moving. Aiden Perez will be on deck here for Summertown. Not completely out of this, guys. I mean, it's the, we had that one really bad inning, and but
Yeah, you take that inning out.
Yeah. You're down by 5 in the bottom of the 4th, so, you know, if you look at it.
As I say, we were down by
if
this.
you put up 2 here and 2 in the 5th.
Well, we had the big inning the other night.
Ball's going to be called a strike on that outside corner. It's going to pick over the first.
This team reminds me of Lewis County. They got the athletes out there. They got the players.
The pops.
It's a very good team.
Yeah.
Always very well put together baseball program.
That's a good pitch.
That was a very good pitch.
Yep. That breaking pitch out there puts Ryder down 0-2.
Ryder probably don't see many of them left.
Did they got 4 straight titles, Timmy? I know it's 3 at least.
Yes, I know he has the 3. Did he get one last year? Did they win it last year?
Yeah, they won it.
Yeah, so that may be 4. That same breaking pitch, they just moved it outside a little more.
Just missed.
Yeah, they're single A baseball.
And I hope we keep them on the schedule. They're just
they're very good.
Quality opponent. We need to play them.
Runner goes. Ball's going to be down. That throws.
Strike them out, throw them out.
If that's struck him out.
Pitch was called a ball.
So that's the inning.
No, he struck him out.
He rung him up.
That's the inning. Strike him out, throw him out.
Yep.
I thought that
I don't know
pitch.
if I've seen Blackwood thrown out all year. Have you?
I have not, but I'm telling you, Nose has got a cannon, and he picked the right pitch to. The wrong pitch to run on.
Well, so we get a leadoff on and
can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
So we'll take a little break.
This
It's
is
Summertown baseball on X Sports Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In Service is known best for is how they treat their customers and the
By Sam. Colt by Sam. I don't know. Swings through that first pitch for a strike.
Is that 4 you got there? Okay.
Good. Moving some mics around here, guys. So, 1 ball, 1 strike here on Bassam. It's the first baseman here today.
We got Mr. Joe with us now, so we got.
Hello. There he is.
Had to figure out which headset was his.
We down in a way. I don't like his pitch. I mean, I don't mind where he's throwing it. I mean, he's.
No,
still don't give in to him right here, Knox.
No.
Your pitch, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right. That's all right. I can live with that. It's like they're going to get a runner. It's like number 3. Sam Dodd will come in and run.
Oh, they give you a whole printout.
They do.
That's nice.
Yeah, they take care of you. Nobody out, runner at first. Summertown trails 9-4 here in the top of the 5th. Strike called out there on that outside corner. There it is again.
Yeah, this
out
is
there.
the kid after Basham on the list you got here. You got Elijah Watkins.
This is 15, Elijah Watkins.
Yeah, no, it ain't who this is. This is actually Burks, Burks, number 9. Crimson? Crimson?
It looks like Crimson.
Looks like Crimson Burks. So B. Watkins, the DH, swings through that one. Evidently is not in the game no more.
That's a good little breaking ball.
It's going to be the 9-hole hitter. Playing center field, Adrian.
Saveri?
Huh? Let's call him Adrian. 'Cause I think we've messed his name up a couple times tonight too. So
need one of the parents to come over and let us know how to say
I
that.
actually think somebody sent that to me in a message a while ago because they separated all of it. Saveri? S-A, here, Will.
Yeah, it looks like Saveri.
Saveri.
Yeah,
This is the way they've sent it to me trying to pronounce it, so it's Saveri. Is that 4?
Yeah, I'm louder than him.
Yeah, you're way louder than McCafferty was. There you go.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah, I was on my drive back over here listening, and
ball's going to be hit out into left field. Graham Howell makes that play.
You could barely hear Keith when y'all first started.
Yeah, well, we kept turning him up. Did you hear?
He talked a lot quieter than
Yeah, well, I don't
Will
think his mic was away from him, and
yeah, he didn't have it up.
We just
to his
kept
mouth.
turning him up over here because I couldn't hear him in my headset, and then Will picks it up and almost busts their eardrums with it.
Yeah, Will was loud.
Yeah,
Will's loud on any headset he puts on.
He
Though
is.
I found out in here.
So, runner goes. Breaking pitch in there. He picked a good one to run on. That's actually a good shot.
Foster kind of had to reach up and pick
Was
it.
that-
Almost hit that.
was
Almost hit that batter.
Was that called a ball? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought that pitch looked pretty good from my point of view.
If Foster could have stayed down, he might have got that pitch for him.
He may have.
Had to come up out of his crouch a little early.
Batter's going to call time here. Back out. This is back to the top. We decide Bolden or Baldwin?
Bolden.
Bolden. Drives that ball out into center field. Perez is going back. Still going back. It's going to get over his head off the wall. He's going, looking 3. Going to hold up 2. Does drive in another run. Be their 2-hole hitter. Spencer Robbins. Spencer Robbins. So, is it a TV show? Who was that? Spencer Robbins. What was that on?
No.
Is that,
I thought
was that not Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Who was Spencer Robbins?
You might think Christopher Robbins. was Winnie the
Christopher
Pooh.
Robbins was. I thought it was a Spencer Robbins. Runner at second here, 2 outs. Ball down and away.
Loretto boys are playing Richland. Turn that on.
Perez kind of gimpy out there in center field. I don't know if
He
he
acts
did
like
something
it.
going to get that ball or something.
Well, that's what we need.
Yeah.
Well, and he's not played outfield all year, and I'm telling you, our outfield's got some holes in it.
Well, he plays right field.
I mean, center field.
Yeah.
He's not played center field much this year. And there's some holes out there. You kind of have to learn where they're at and where to start and how to dodge them.
Just want you to notice this, Timmy. The SRO out there just walked down the steps. Notice our screen didn't shake a bit.
Yeah, see, now you can't. I can't fuss at people for being out there now, Will.
Yeah. The only thing, it does add a little bit of lag. So, like the sound of the bat's ahead of the video when I do it. But I can turn that off now that he's gone down.
It'll be 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning.
Nobody warming. That's in there.
There you go. Just fastball right down the middle, 3-0. That's what I said.
Good pitch.
We had a different Calton on this mound yesterday.
In
the rain.
Pouring down rain.
Be another one right back down the middle. He's laid on, hits it back over the
Timmy,
first
I
base
don't
dugout.
know if you watched any of that middle
I did
school
not.
game.
I was driving. I had to run to Waynesboro and pick some stuff up, guys, and I meant to turn it on and watch it, and I ended up missing. I got home, it was over.
There was a ground ball hit to Cooper at shortstop, and he almost needed a canoe to go get it.
Yeah. We ball 4 away. Needed a canoe to go get it.
Yeah.
And they were still playing?
Yes.
Big old puddle there where the catcher is. Took them forever to work on that spot here today. All right, 2 on.
3-0 hitter. Brady Burns steps in. It's our third baseman today. He's made a couple of good plays over there.
That's in there.
Takes that one. Right down the middle. Knox delivers. That ball's hit out into the left center field gap off the wall. Graham goes and gets it. They're going to score 2 on it. Graham has just launched that ball into the infield.
No.
There's nobody. He threw it out in the middle of the infield. Of course, that should be John Kobe as a first baseman should be over here cutting that.
Does the first baseman cut the one from
Yes.
left field?
That in that position, there's nobody there. Once they pass the first baseman, the hitter passes the first baseman, he becomes the cut because you don't want Kane dropping and getting it because you got a runner coming in the second. So your pitcher should be backing up home. He should be off the field. So, yes, once they pass the first baseman, John Kobe should travel with him, if that makes sense.
Okay.
He should trail. He trails the runner is what they call it.
All right.
And becomes a middle cut out there. Because your pitcher should roll behind the plate, catcher stays at home. In this case, your third baseman would stay at third.
Ryder had to go to the plate.
Ryder had to go out to the plate. So that ball's popped up. Ryder
talk,
Blackwood
better
floats back, makes that play, going to be the third out, but not before Eagleville plates 3 more runs here in the top of the 5th. Summertown needs to put some up right here, guys. We'll take a little break. This is Summertown Baseball on X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way.
Walk through the basics of turning the mics on over here. So We're back, though. So Summertown trailing 12-4, down by 8 runs here, which we give up in the second inning.
I don't see him limping here, do you?
Nah, but he's still
working
he's
that knee.
favoring it.
Yeah, he's favoring that knee a little bit.
Maybe hit one. We'll see how he runs.
Yeah. You know, we've talked about him, how tough he is. Taking pitches and getting hit by him. He may just slide in on one right here and get hit. So, said we all think his daddy started hitting him when he was 2.
If he gets on, maybe Jake can come run for him.
P-Res swings through that one for strike 1.
That lefty fastball run away from P-Res there, it looked like.
Yeah.
That's going to stay out there. I mean, that's a strike. It's been a strike all day, guys. So no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is down and in. Pitcher kind of changed his arm angle there a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Swung it out there and tried to.
Yeah, missed his spot. Crossed the catcher up a little.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hayden Perez takes a ball down.
Yeah, catcher had to go down and catch it from where he was set up at least.
Ball's grounded foul over towards Kane on deck. He swatted at that as it went by. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Pitcher comes set, delivers. Ball's grounded down third base line, just a little bit foul. Somebody hollered fair ball.
It was ball dog bark, so it was foul.
Yeah. Most of the time. Ball's grounded over third, but he just
got old late that one.
Well,
Oh, he's slow going to first there. They're going to have to get a runner in there.
They're going to have to get a runner for P. It's going to be Blaze Franks coming out of the dugout.
Guess Blaze will probably be our center fielder.
Going to have to be. Got to shut that guy down right now.
Yep. He should be off until district tournament starts at least.
We'll bring up Kane Kinnick. Ball's going to be hit foul back over our heads.
Starting to.
How'd we say this pitcher's name? Drake?
Adam, you said you were going to remember
Razimski.
No.
Rimniski
or something.
Dadgummit, I'm
Adam,
sorry.
You said you were going to remember.
I am sorry.
I said that?
Yes, you did.
I forgot about saying that.
That's going to be called a strike. Or I'm going to screw it up again.
I think it was Rimniski.
Rimniski. That's it. Yeah. Rimniski. Sorry. We're trying to remember. Ball's going to be drove into right field. That's going to get down. Should be a double.
Hey, good job there by Kane taking that outside
that pitch was
the
8
other
inches
way.
outside. So it's a double.
You know, he just had to reach out there and go get that baseball.
Yep.
Good job there.
Well, we and him's talked about that the last 2 or 3 days. I said, dude, they're not going to throw you in. They just ain't going to do it. You've got to start hitting the ball back to right field. And
if it's in there, it's a mistake.
Yes.
And he can take a hack at it but he's got to be looking that way every time.
Every time he walks up there, he's got to be thinking that side.
Especially a fastball.
And that's what I keep trying to tell him. Graham's going to drive that and foul down the right field line. May get to – oh, it didn't.
On Fat Boy's flatbed over
Yeah, it almost landed on Fat. There's a Chevrolet sitting out there I thought we might get top of, but, you know, and I keep trying to explain to him, y'all may not agree, that if they make the mistake and come in, you will react.
Oh, yeah.
You know, So that pitch is running back in on them. It's starting out there and running back in there, guys.
Left-handed breaking ball.
Yes, and it's coming out of that left hand. It's staying on that outside corner and running back in on that back side of that plate. So no balls, 2 strikes here. And ball's hit towards the second baseman. It's going to score a run. Moves Kane up to third. Second baseman makes a good play on it. Not bad. I like that from Graham.
Yeah, hit behind the runners.
Yes.
You get down 0-2, you just got to make something happen. Try to.
Yeah, and I mean, he pieced that ball up pretty good. I mean, it was a line drive out there, one hop, just right at him. But that's what you have to do. I mean, you get behind in the count. You got 2 runners on at second and third. You've got to hit the ball to right field, especially with no outs.
Oh yeah,
most definitely.
Bring up John Kobe Stanley. Swings through the first pitch. Strike 1. Ball's in the dirt, going to get away. Kane's coming. Nose can't find it.
Cuts the lead in half there.
Well, and I don't think anybody – I never heard nobody on the field
tell him where it was.
Nobody pointed. Which it hit the ball and bounced up the net. So when he turned, it wasn't where he thought it was.
It wasn't on the ground, it was in the air.
It was 12 foot in the air when he turned around, so it wasn't where he thought it was.
Then it was where he thought it was.
Then it dropped out of the ground and landed there, so he had to go get it. But 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th. Summertown's played it 2 to make it 12-6. This is a good pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of buckled John. It locked him up, but the pitcher kind of grinned about it too. So if I'm seeing the pitcher do it, I'm thinking I'm getting it again. And he does. Going to get away from Nose. He's going to have to throw him out at first. He does. Be the second out.
That's a good play by that catcher.
Yep.
That ball didn't travel, but it hit about 4 feet in front of the plate, it looked like.
Yep.
Keep that ball down.
Knox is coming up to bat and on deck after Cecil.
Hit me a laser somewhere right here, Cecil Williams. That's tough. Adding's a little more out there. That's tough, but
set up out there again.
The catcher's out there again this time. Yeah,
he tried.
He tried. I mean, I would have too, because that's about.
I mean,
where
you
that
just
pitch,
got that same pitch called a strike. That's where you're going to be
was.
begging for it to be thrown back to.
Yep.
Now he's back inside.
Yeah.
So he can hit that pitch.
Not that one.
Not that breaking ball.
The 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
So Richland up 1-0 on Loretta at the moment.
Ball's grounded back up the middle. Second baseman goes across. Great diving play. Throws over to first.
Got him.
And gets Cecil over there. That's actually, listen, guys, you can't knock that. That's
just a hustle play.
What's this kid's name? Let me find him real quick. Sorry. Robbins. What's his first name? I got all this stuff. Spencer Robbins, number 10. Spencer Robbins out there at second base, guys. Dives back up the middle, makes that play. That's a tough play. Comes back to his knees, throws the 1 hop over the first baseman. First baseman does a good job digging it out. So
it's a great play there.
Yeah, that's a.
Second baseman.
Yeah, you're making plays like that, then you deserve to win the game. I mean, that's just the way it rolls. We'll take a little break. This is Summertown Baseball on X Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Peyton Bowie, the children's pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and it's crazy to think that summer is just around the corner. If you're like me and you're already planning what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going for the summer, go ahead and put Vacation Bible School at Mars Hill down on your calendar. June the 9th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for any kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. This year, our theme is True North, where we're going to be looking at all that God has created to help us really understand and discover who God is and how amazing He is and what it means to have a relationship with Jesus. So come join us June 9th through the 12th at Mars Hill Baptist Church. from 9 a.m. to noon. Kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. We can't wait to see you there.
All right, we're back. Knox County still on the mound here for Summertown. Breaking pitch away for ball one.
Brody Gleason.
Brody Gleason in there to hit for Eagleville.
Playing right field.
What's wrong with that one?
I don't know. I don't know. We missed.
Must have thought it was up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was a good pitch. Wasn't a bad spot. 2 balls, no strikes. Hadn't stayed out there. Gleason hitting in the 5-hole, playing right field. Goes 3-0 on him. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Ball 4.
Brings up Carson Knowles.
Ground ball over in the 5-6 hole. Ryder Brightwood goes and gets the out at second.
I didn't think he's going to be able to get anybody. That was a good job.
His feet went out under him, too.
Yeah, out there in that mud back there. But
Good
that's
play.
that shift position, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, and I've talked about it all year, and it ain't just us. It's every team. They leave a huge 5-6 hole. I mean, that's in normal positioning, that's a routine ground ball. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Colt Basham.
Basham be the first baseman.
So, again, this is the grandson of the Eddie Basham that Mount Pleasant Field's named after?
Yes. Foster does a good job blocking that up.
If Eddie Basham ever thought there'd be a turf field at Mount Pleasant.
No, I doubt it.
He's down there. I saw him standing outside.
Swings through that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Got
out.
him. That leg was in the air.
Batter interference.
With the batter's interference. I mean, I don't know. Did this umpire call the interference?
I don't see a hand.
No, but Foster looked at him like.
Watch this.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I think that bat hit Foster in the face mask.
How was he out there? Because
his foot was up
His
in there.
foot went over the base.
Okay.
But watch the replay here.
What's the replay? I don't know that it don't hit Foster right there. You see,
was all over him.
Yeah, but see, he never
landed right on the
landed right on top of the glove. So
that's why we have a replay.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's got that big one-arm release like Ozuna.
2 outs here.
Marcel.
Pitch is going to be down. Who's that?
This kid. That's the way he just released it with that one hand.
Ozuna has hurt some people.
He's knocked him in the head a couple times.
Well,
this kid just released a bat like that. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
Turns loose with that top hand. Brings it on around with the.
There's the Loretta game.
Loretta's they're still in the bottom of the first.
Huh.
With no outs.
They were playing pretty late last night. I think they had some lightning delays and stuff to deal with.
They're going into the top of the second. Loretta's batting now.
Oh.
I ain't changed it yet. They're in the top.
That ball's going to be hit out in the right field. Blaze Frank's going to have to play it off the hop. He does.
No, you're right, Timmy. You're right. They're still in the bottom, but I thought they had a runner on second.
Well,
what happened to him?
Are they not at?
They're at Loretta.
They're at Loretta. It says bottom of the first, but Richland's batting.
Yeah, maybe they're just messed up on the.
Yeah, and Richland's done scored.
Well, we were the home team at Cullioca today, middle school.
Against Cullioca?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be here.
Ball's going to be popped up. That's going to be a tough run for everybody. Cecil can't get there. Blaze comes up, plays it off the hop, gets it in, but that's just no man's land, guys. That's a base hit out there in no man's land by Crimson Burks.
Brings
That's at least three
center fielder here.
At least three of those this game that's just kind of been.
You got Braden Keaton warming up down there.
Balls that's barely made contact with. It's got a base hit.
Yeah. There's another one. John Colby should get that, and it's going to be in foul territory. He does back up and make that play. I don't know why when I built this building, Will, I did not think about this pole right here blocking the foul territory down this line over here. But I cannot – they disappear on me over there, and I can't see it. I may cut that pole down and drop the net, move the net back. So, well, we got 5 more games and we're done here.
Yeah. No complaints.
But we'll take a little break. We're swapping sides. This is Summertown Baseball on X-Sports Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Professional care with a smile.
We're back. Jake Pettis is going to come in and get him a pinch hit. They said 11 for 5, so that would be Knox, right?
Knox.
Knox is 5. Yeah, sorry. So he's coming in to hit for Knox. Swings through that one. Strike 2.
He's going to attempt to hit.
And Eagleville did change their catcher, as you noticed, Timmy.
They did. So Carson Knowles come out. And
Tucker McLeary.
Yeah, Tucker McLeary. Ball's hit off Jake's foot. I don't know that the umpire's seen it because he was going to call that a fair ball if it would have went fair.
You know, we do have Camden Staggs on deck over there, Will.
So he's in the 9 hole. Jake's in the 8.
He may have changed it all. I mean, I don't know. Blackwood still got his helmet on in there. So bottom of the 6th inning, 12-6, Eagleville leads. Ball's going to be in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catcher throws it back over the pitcher's head. Trying to scuff the ball up a little bit, roll it through the water.
I think the pitcher just missed it. I
Did
don't
he?
think it was over.
He just flat out missed it.
I don't know if he wasn't ready for it or.
It's like Richland got 3 outs on Loretta down there and leads 1-0. Ball's going to be down and in on Jake Pettis.
Almost got him.
Will, talking about how late Loretta played last night, I did see Mount Pleasant showing up at Cullioca to play high school baseball over there when the middle school game got done.
I guess they're tired, too. They had a late night. You realize since Mount Pleasant didn't score a run last night, we literally, on the runs allowed, by 1 run. Yeah.
Squeak by one.
Yeah.
Hey, we got by. That's
Depends on
all
what you're
that
talking
matters.
about, guy. One can be a lot. I mean, you can say it how you want to. I mean, you know, 1/4 of an inch is not much, right?
Yeah.
But 1 mile's a long damn ways.
Yeah, just saying. So, but if Summertown allows one more run, or Loretta allows one less run, then we've got another tiebreaker to deal with. Like it was that close.
Close only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes, Bubba. We ain't playing them.
I'm just glad I ain't got to try to figure that math up in my head on the fly anymore, Will, now that it's over. Hey, there's that SRO with your hot dog.
He has brought me a hot dog. Thank you, sir. Mustard, ketchup. You're a good man. I don't care what everybody else at this school says about you. It's hard to find good help. You're right. Man did bring me a hot dog.
With ketchup and mustard.
Yep. Pitcher comes set here, delivers her to the Stags. Ball's going to be up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Stag steps back in there, digs in. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Good job by the catcher.
You know, for him just to come in the game this inning, he's putting,
he's
putting
having
some hard work.
He is
back
having
there
to work for sure.
With 2 batters here.
You know, and this pitcher, you know, he uses that to his advantage, that ball in the dirt. There's going to be a runner. Hunter's going to hit that ball foul down towards our building.
Bounced off the building down there.
Do we know when district tournament starts? Thursday?
Starts next Thursday, right? I don't know.
So a week from today.
I ain't going to lie. Because they'll play the play-in game on Wednesday, then we'll start Thursday, right?
That's what I would expect.
Thursday, May 1st.
Just want to go up and,
Yeah,
up and out.
Camden got food by
Chased
that
that one.
You bring up your leadoff. Jason Blackwood.
DH.
DH in here today. Jake's got a good lead over at first.
Has he
That's a good pitch.
He hadn't picked off yet, has he?
He had a pick off earlier last inning. Not this inning. He has not this inning, but he's got a pretty good move over there.
Jake better not be sleeping. Like Timmy is yawning over there. Oh,
Jake goes.
He went a little late, but
he gets in there.
Well, I was watching him when you said he better not be sleeping. I looked over there, and when that kid made his first move, Jake leaned back toward first.
and then went.
So
I looked like he got a late break. Yeah.
So he wasn't on the. His weight wasn't going in the correct direction.
That previous catcher might have got him.
Oh, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 out. Richard comes set here, delivers. Ball's hit right side. Oh, that one did just miss the Chevrolet.
The whole dugout was cheering for it over there.
Yeah, I think that ball would have went through the windshield of it. He hit it about 3 foot too far, I think. May have gotten a dog pen over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Runner at second, and Jake Pettis, 1 out. Mason Blackwood going to hit that drop ball right back center field. Is going to get down.
What's Jake going to stay at third, I guess?
Yeah, Jake will stay at third. Ain't easy over there, Casey. Don't hurt yourself. There's nobody there. Something you need to know, brother, when that ball happens. That's what I'm saying right there, Will. You see, when that runner, he's safe. You see how the first baseman broke down? So they basically leave you alone over here at first. So he could have rounded and went halfway out there. There's nobody throwing him out.
Because there goes the first baseman right there.
Yes. But they'll leave. They trail that runner. So as the runner's safe at first, they're supposed to break down and.
Gotcha. Learned something today since, I didn't play at this level.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be done. Or that's the way a lot of people do it. A lot of people don't do it.
Looks like we got Hudson on deck. Wheel.
All right, so he's coming the 3-hole here.
Runner goes, going to get away from him. That's going to score Jake from third. Jake stomps on home plate after his walk and pass ball scored. If you call that a stomp, I think it was more of a leap.
Yeah.
Like a ballet move. Whee!
Get a nice close-up of it, whatever it was.
So Ryder's going to tap that out in front of him. That pitcher better hurry. He's got to make a play. First baseman misses it. Kayson's going to move up to third. Oh, wait a minute. What'd they call him out for? He was on the chalk. Show me a replay of that, Will.
Okay,
I need a replay of it. He's saying that he was out in the baseline.
All right, ignore this replay right here, and then it's coming right after this.
They're saying that that Ryder. He is. He is. Look, he is.
Yep.
That's actually a good call, Blue. Sorry.
So they make Kaysen go back to second?
So it's the baseline.
Yes.
The ball didn't hit him out of the – he's saying –
I don't know why Kaysen had – I don't understand that. I didn't think – I mean, that was a live ball. Kaysen would have moved up on the ground ball anyway, so I don't really know why he went back to second. But I guess they call this a dead ball or something. But Kaysen was already at third. We'll bring up Mr. Hudson Kinnick. He's got a little wiggle going on in his shoulder there, getting relaxed.
Joe, I think you – did you go one too much, or did I mess something up?
I probably went one too much.
Huddy swings through that one for strike one. Stay with that pitch, Hud.
You know, Timmy, like you said, that was a good call there by the umpire.
It
catching
was.
That. He was inside the line.
I'll have to ask him about the runner going back to second because he had already advanced. Ball's going to be up and away. I understand that being a dead ball here. He's out. But I didn't, and I may just misinterpret that rule, but I thought that he would. He advanced on the swing.
Did Kaysen start at first?
No.
He started at second.
Kaysen was at second. But he swings through that one for strike two. Good cut. All right, Hoodie. Now change it up right here a little bit. Pitcher delivers here. He's going to foul that and back it. I think it was over his head, wasn't it, Ab? He wasn't going to let it get by, though.
Nope. I like it.
Don't leave it up to the umpire right here.
Go get a bat on it.
If you think they're going to call it, you got to foul it off.
Pitcher comes set here, delivers. Going to be in the dirt, going to skip away. Kaysen's now going to move up to third.
He would have scored on that if he'd been allowed to advance.
Yeah. Swings through that one for strike three. So we'll take a little break. We're swapping sides. This is Summertown Baseball on Exports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best. Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more.
All right, welcome everybody back. Sorry, I missed a mic. Is that you?
Yeah.
You're in.
No, we're good.
Yeah. I was trying to, Adam wasn't on here, so I was trying to get rid of him. Braden Keaton's going to come in and pitch for Summertown. First pitch is a strike. Maddox bowling shortstop here.
They got somebody warming in their pen. It's like a number 10.
Ground ball to second base, fielded, flipped over to first. Be the first out of the inning. Number 10 is Spencer Robbins. Said his name a few times today.
Yep, I was wrong. Looks like 19.
Oh. Didn't say, well, I mean, Spencer, they listed their positions. Spencer Robbins is the only one on here listed as a utility. So I guess he's a freshman. White McDougal.
Okay.
Ball's going to be popped up down there to him. Out of play.
Ball Dog stuck it out through a couple of ugly innings.
One
ugly inning.
Yep. You just give up half them runs in that inning. You give up 4 in that inning instead of 8. Yeah. You're in this ball game. I mean,
I don't know if Bo realizes that the season's winding down. It's good news for him. We got a district tournament going to be hosted here.
Braden Keaton comes set, delivers, down and away. Ball one. Make it 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't really know what we was just out there discussing with the umpire. Must have been do we have changes on the field? Oh, we do. Yeah, a lot of changes. We didn't see. Smith is in center field. Hagan Smith went to center field, and Jake Pettis stayed in is that Camden? So Camden stayed in the game and went to right field. Ball's going to be left up.
Yeah, Hagan Smith there in center field. Who's in right?
He said Camden.
Okay.
I said Jake. Be ball 4.
Sorry, I got to come back over here where I feel him.
You didn't get me a picture of him out there. It'll be number 22. Braden
Is this
Burns.
mic on?
Brady Burns. Yeah.
I hear you.
All right. I had to get back over here to my window where I'm comfortable.
A foul ball back into the net.
So number 22's up. Burns.
So no balls, 1 strike here, 1 out. Runner at first. Braden Keaton in the pitch for Summertown. Breaking pitch going to scoot away from Paley.
That ball looked like it had a lot of late movement on it.
A lot of late movement and a lot of spin on it. And hit the dirt, just kind of spun away from Paley. I think he's done a good job back there tonight.
From what I've got to see, he has. You know, he works hard back there.
He does.
Anytime he's back there.
Ball's going to be hit out in the center field. See what Smith's got. He jogs over, makes that play.
Hey.
Kid's got an arm too, guys. To be no bigger than he is,
oh yeah, most
he can
definitely.
run a ball down, and when he turns, he's got an arm.
I guess that's his first big league play.
I tell you,
Is that what you call this?
Sixth grader,
Big leagues.
Well, you call this minor leagues tonight.
Minor leagues.
I remember him coming in and playing some outfield as a 6th and 7th grader.
Yeah.
A few times in middle school.
Yeah, that's it.
Which I'm sure he started out there last year as an 8th grader.
He did.
Ball's going to be hit out to Graham Howe. Graham thought that, attaboy Graham. I ain't going to say nothing about it.
Recovered.
Yeah. He almost misjudged that ball. So,
I mean, he had no idea when he woke up today he's going to be a left fielder.
no, he did not. I guarantee. He's never thought he was going to wake up and be a left fielder.
So we got a pretty big hole to try to dig out over here in the bottom of the 7th.
With only 3 outs to work with, that's a tall task. But guess we'll have that for you when we come back. High School Baseball, X Sports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
All right, welcome everybody back here. Bottom of the 7th inning, Summertown trails by 5. Score is 12-7, Eagleville. We're going to be at the 4 hole. Kane Kinnick. Pitcher delivers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Looked like he tried to get us down by 4 with that swing,
Yeah.
Timmy. I like it, though. Be aggressive.
Ball's hit hard towards the shortstop. Short fields it on the hop. Throws over to first. Be the first out of the inning. Going to bring up Graham Howe. Left fielder here tonight. 1 out. Graham hits a foul ball out towards the dump truck. Oh, Will shows a picture of the dump truck stuff every now and then. People think I'm crazy calling these.
Oh, I guess I probably should.
Calling out these vehicles.
Yeah. Ball's going to be up. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike.
Over there.
Yeah, so we got a dump truck and a
Trailblazer.
trailer and a Trailblazer. And
Just like
I don't
all
know
the
what that,
like
I don't know
all
what
the-
that forklift and
All the other fields have them too, I'm sure.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if all the other fields have a neighbor with that stuff sitting there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Graham. Pitcher's in the dirt.
Got some fans who have stuck it out, including this couple on the top row here.
We got more here now.
What in the world?
Well, I don't know. We're going to do something about that couple, Will.
I know.
Huh?
I do.
I can probably fix it for you.
I
I
know.
can scare the man. I promise you. I can put the fear of God in him.
He's been all right.
Huh?
He's all right.
All right. If you ever need any help, you just call me. I'll make him disappear. These places in Barnesville that people ain't never seen before.
So his parents are probably worried.
Ball's up, but it is slap foul.
Got a bat on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning, Summertown trailing by 5. Scores 12-7. Graham Howe in here, hit for Summertown. Pops that one up. That was a good pitch, guys. Third baseman's call it, comes in, gets it. Yeah, that ball had a lot of break to it as it run in on his hands. Summertown down to their last out here. John Kobe Stanley coming up. Ball's hit foul down third baseline. I think we got more fans here now than we did in the first inning, to be honest with you. Well,
yeah.
It's going to be a called strike.
We had an
broke back in there on John Kobe.
We had an earlier start tonight, so it probably took a little bit to get here.
What time was the award ceremonies and stuff tonight?
That I don't know.
I know they had the senior award ceremonies and stuff tonight, so we had some guys miss that to be here to play baseball.
Well, I know when I
Ball
pulled up.
Lifted out into center field. Center fielder comes on, makes the play. That'll be ball game. So be 3 outs there. So, but supposed to play at Eagleville tomorrow. We'll try to get over there.
At Forest at 5.
Forest. Sorry, I said Eagleville. Forest, but
I don't think it's going to. I'm guessing it ain't going to happen, just what I'm seeing on weather, which may not be the worst thing if we've got 4 or 5 that are experiencing some pain here and there. Okay. Timmy's already shut down.
Yeah, he's
going
to find out why Casey
had to go back.
Oh, me. Okay.
On the interference call.
But so if everything is on schedule tomorrow, we will be at Forest. They get a nice press box.
Yes.
And so I always love going there.
Very nice spot to set up.
Next year, Forest is in our district, so we'll be going there. Next year, we can't accept a rain out. We'll have to get that game in next year.
Right.
But this year, if it rains it out, so be it. After that, the final home game before district starts is senior night on Monday, April 28th, my dad's birthday.
Against Waynesboro.
Waynesboro at 6 o'clock. I've heard Timmy say this, and I'll echo what Timmy says.
Also the Big Lefty's birthday.
Big Lefty's birthday. So everybody come out here to celebrate Knox's birthday and celebrate the seniors, the 3
Most
seniors.
Definitely the seniors.
Yep. And, I guess we have to interview Timmy that day.
Oh, boy.
Since
can we get Becky in here with Timmy?
I hope so, because if we're interviewing Timmy and he's saying all these nice things about his son and then the third baseman commits an error, it's over. The interview's over at that point, So hopefully maybe Becky can join us for that if possible. But if not, we'll interview Timmy. I'll have some pictures dug up of Kane playing ball as a little kid and all that. But this one's, there was a forgettable inning. The second where Summertown allowed 8 runs. Just a couple of errors extended that inning, and then they started hitting the ball. And, you see those every once in a while. See softball teams had an inning like that this year too.
Yep.
I think against Eagleville.
He's figured it out.
All right, Timmy, you know the rule?
I do. I went and run the umpire down, which I realize that any interference call is a dead ball, right? So anytime there is an interference call with another runner, they have to go back to where they started from. It's like that play never happened.
It's just an out.
So that makes an out, and it's just like it never happened. So it don't really matter where he's at. I do think if Kaysen is – sorry, I can't breathe. I just run down there talking.
I'm sure the ump wasn't scared when he saw you running at him.
No, he wasn't. He's a big dude, man. I ain't scaring him much.
Pretty big guy.
Yeah, no, they kind of stopped and checked up. They knew I wouldn't, aggravating them anyways. But I feel like if Kaysen would have went ahead and rounded on the drop ball, if he would have run on through third and come on home, which I think he could have scored on that play, they may have put him back to third. But by him just giving himself stopping over there, you automatically go back to second because the ball was any kind of dead ball deal. Now, I don't know that that's for sure, but
Yeah, so that banquet's letting out over there
Looks
right
like
now.
they're leaving right now.
Actually.
Yeah, it was supposed to have been senior banquets tonight, and everybody was supposed to got their awards.
I guess our 3 seniors missed that tonight for this
they,
game.
You know, we do that a lot.
Seems early.
You know, back in the days, Maddie playing softball, 2 trips. You know, she didn't even get to graduate.
Yeah.
Greg Bartison handed her and Madison Dinwiddie, the only 2 seniors on the team that year, if I remember correctly, their diploma after a loss on the softball field in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
No cap, no gown, no pictures, no nothing. Of course, the parents got together and done pictures and stuff, which they've changed all that now. They've moved graduation around. I remember, and that's something Big Ricky Mabry told me that year. He was there at that game. Big Ricky Mabry told me that year because, you know, the girls was upset. They was crying. He told me that year, he said, this will never happen again. He said, we'll move graduation to where this don't happen.
Well, so, Timmy, I just want to put this into perspective for you. 3 weeks from today is graduation.
Yep.
3 weeks from today. It's on the 15th. So,
Logan's class, when they won the state tournament in 09, did they not graduate?
The day before. And so they had just won the game to get them to the finals, and they came in their jerseys.
Yeah, well, I was going to say it was around the same day they showed up from a ball field to graduate. But
just as aggravated as we might get at this or that, just remember there's only 3 weeks left, and so suck it all. You know, just soak it all in, enjoy it. It's almost over, and you'll never be able to get back to this. So
I've got videos of it, Will.
Yeah,
I can go back and watch them. Thanks to you, buddy. I can go back and watch them the rest of my life, and I deeply appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years before I go back and watch any of them, but I will go back and watch a lot of them. You know, just he's my baby, so it's gonna be tough.
Yep.
But I don't know. I get him packed up and moved off. Will, I might be in better shape.
It's the last, this is the last 3 weeks he'll ever play in his home zip code. So, soak it up.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So,
all right, send us home, Timmy.
For Mr. Adam Kinnick, Mr. Joe Cowton, our electrical extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis, that makes all this happen, and Timmy Kinnick. This is Summertown Baseball on the X Sports Network.